Labeotropheus trewavasae has always been one of my all-time favorites cichlids from the Lake Malawi to have, and I had them very early. Already in the mid-80s I bred out from a Thumbi West red top male and an O female, pink female. A lot of much wanted marmalade cats. Back then, marmalade cat, and a particular one with a red-orange dorsal fin and also with a forehead full of dripping red color, was considered almost a unicorn, and I produced hundreds of them. So I remember how these old men came and were desperate to get some of my offspring, and I think I produced in the hundreds actually by the time I was 10 years from one single couple in only a 100-liter aquarium. So when it comes to this Thumbi point that I imported from France, wild, together with a lot of other fishes, I directly took a like for it because of the not so striking but nice blend of colors. And when I was mostly active with the Lake Malawi before I had a little break abroad, when I came back the scene has changed, and the very good breeders that Sweden used to have, the top breeders of the world, all of them are gone. So for me to find material, I couldn't find anybody who knew quality from quantity, so I had to go the route of taking wild animals, and for the purpose of breeding them up with quality so that other people don't have to take wild animals out of their environment. And I think I was capable to do so, therefore I motivated myself to take in wild fishes to produce them and reproduce them and maintain their wild vigilant quality. So some particulars. When it comes to all Labeotropheus trewavasae, they are mostly herbivores. You can see the shape of the nose, that they are scratching the surface of the stones. That's why they are mostly herbivores. And they are also living in conditions where there's a lot of turbulence and a lot of oxygen. So they demand a very good water quality. They also demand a high oxygen level, and they are very sensitive to traces of chemicals in the water. So if I would give an advice, is to get a carbon filter before you use your tap water when you change the water, and change no more than 20% a week. They are strictly herbivores that scrape from the stones, algae, and that's why your food should be strictly vegetarian. The protein should be vegetarian and no animal proteins. That will make their intestines go havoc, and you will get bloat and things, and then you really need to be very consistent with the food. Rather use one type that works than variation. The fish is uncomplicated itself if you use big groups. I say 5 males, 5 females is a perfect group and more, so you spread the aggression. But the conditions they demand, water, the food, etc., makes them a little bit, they are not a novice cichlid to start with. They demand a little bit, just like you think about Tropheus from Tanganyika, you have to have some specifics. And lastly, they thrive with most other ambunas.